Burke. How are you today?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're trying to decompress. Were you at the game last night?
Yes, I was at the game.
What was your vantage point of that one?
Well, I thought Ottawa looked very nervous early. They couldn't complete a pass. I thought that was the time to jump on them, but they didn't. Toronto didn't jump on them at that point in time. I thought Ottawa looked nervous and really concerned about their game. But they got over that and they outplayed them. I thought the rest of the second and third, they outplayed them.
Burke, we're talking this morning about 1-13 in series clinching games, 0 for 30 on the power play. It's not it's a pattern, clearly. What do you attribute that to with this group?
Well, I think it's a different team. I think those stats are meaningless for this group. I really believe it's a differently constructed team. They've got more grit. They've got better defense. I don't think that I would dwell on that at all. I wouldn't let those stats anywhere near the room because I don't think it's material. The fact that the team has a losing tradition in big games has nothing to do with this group in my mind.
Well, I would agree the team's better, Burke, like well-rounded. I don't think the D have ever been better. The depth, the goaltending, the grittiness, I agree. But those numbers are all with the same guys that are supposed to win you that deciding game. Like the pattern with those numbers does correlate with, those star players. Would you not agree to that extent?
Oh, yeah. You can't argue with statistics. The fact of the matter is that group has failed to get the job done. I don't think this is that group. I don't think you can say with the changes made in the new coach, I don't think you can say 1 for 12 or whatever it is, 1 out of 13 now, that's a meaningful stat. The only meaningful stat right now, it's 0 for 2 with a chance to clinch. I don't think you can ignore the changes made to a team in terms of the personnel and the coach and the attitude.
From the Toronto perspective, do you think they played Craig Berube hockey? Like my takeaway, I thought Game 4 they were really good last night. I didn't feel it, especially from the big guys.
Yeah, I thought they felt nervous. And again, I felt you've got to read a room, right? You got to read the room. They had a chance to take that game over. I thought Ottawa was nervous and tentative. I thought that was a chance for them to put a dagger in someone's heart. But they got goalied pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sure did. When the dust settles, it's 3-2. You got 2 opportunities to win a hockey game. In your mind, is there a lineup change? Is there a mentality change? What's the message going back to Ottawa?
I think a lineup change is a panic move. I think you have to stick with the lineup. The guys that got you here are going to get you out of it or not. I think they can and they will. I'm not the odds is when you get down 3-1 in a series, I think the statistics are 81% of the time the team with 3 wins ends up figuring out a way to win it. So I'm admiring what Ottawa's doing. I think they've made more progress in 1 year than any other team. I'm still cheering for them, but I think the clock's gonna strike midnight here soon.
We hope so, Burke. We hope so. There's specific cards you can certainly play in a series. We talked about lineup changes. How about in the crease? Would you deviate from Anthony Stolarz right now?
You guys, have you been drinking, guys? No.
A bit, actually, yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad. Question makes more sense then. No, I wouldn't touch the goalie. He's been outstanding. The goals he hasn't stopped, he hasn't seen for me. He's gotten screened on a bunch of them, on a couple of them, not a bunch. He hasn't given up a bunch. I think he's been athletic, big, competitive. I think he's really been good.
Now, we've seen 2 cracks at it to try to get over the hump here and finish the Ottawa Senators. They haven't got it done. What'll be the difference maker if they can get it done in Ottawa in Game 6?
Well, I think they got to finish their plays. They're getting close on a lot. You got to finish your plays. You got to get that puck to the side of the net and bang it in. They're getting close, but they're not finishing their plays. They got to cheat a little bit more, get guys to crash the net a little bit more, get the third guy in, and not play tentative. They played tentative for me after the first little bit. So I think they just got to say, look, we've done this before. We'll do it again. You play their game, which is Leaf hockey, which is bang, work hard. But I wouldn't panic at this point if I were at Toronto.
Okay, I want to tap into your GM brain and look at Brad Treliving, like the day-to-day as a GM in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Like, how close to the team are you on a daily basis?
Me? Not close
Like
at all.
But as a GM, like in general.
Oh, it's a GM. I mean, I watch hockey every night. It's all we do in my house. So I'm plugged in pretty well. I read a lot. But I don't bother Tree much. He doesn't need me telling him what to do.
Berkey, as a GM mind, though, not to get ahead of ourselves, I realize there's a lot to happen here, but if this team flounders or ends the season below expectations with decisions to be made on the Tavares front and the Marner front, after this run in this season and looking what they've built and say they don't get by Ottawa, say they get smashed by Florida next round and it just doesn't end the way they want, what's your play as a general manager with this team?
Well, that's a fair question, but I think it's a premature question. I wouldn't that's pure speculation. If this happens, what would you do? Let's have that conversation in a week or two, and they're either going to still be playing it or not, and we can do the post-mortem if we need to, but no reason to do that now. Again,
you're coming back on then, I guess.
The statistics are very clear here. It's a daunting task. It's very difficult to come back from 3-1. I've had 2 teams do it, but it's difficult.
Let's talk about a positive to wrap here. Matthew Nyes, we've been so impressed with this kid. I was talking before he came on. I'm sure you saw it about just a stand-up play on Pinto. What have you made of the evolution, the progression, the development of this kid in 2 and a bit short years here?
Well, first off, he's a great physically gifted player. He's big. He's 6'3", 225. He's got great foot speed for a big man, and he's growing in front of our eyes. He's improving as a hockey player almost daily. The speed move he used to be to get in on the breakaway the other night, powered his way past the defender and then blew him away. That foot speed's that's rare in a big guy. The aggravating part for us in Pittsburgh is we were going to pick Matthew Nyes with the next pick. We told our scouts, okay, put in Matt Nyes, and they Toronto took him with the pick before us. That's how close we came to getting him. Wow. That's really aggravating.
I bet, man. He has turned into something special. Berkey, thank you so much for catching up with us. Enjoy the rest of the series, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long-form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.